it doing? I'm Lynn, and today I'm going to be giving you 7 reasons why your natural hair is not holding on to a curl anymore. Now, you're going to find this video very insightful, very informative, and if this is your first time ever watching one of my YouTube videos, then girlfriend, boyfriend, feel free to subscribe because it's free 99 and I do drop quality videos with quality content. Now, without any further ado, let's hop on into this video. Also, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Let me drop y'all some good tips so we can get those curls and kinks and coils back popping. One of the main reasons as to why your natural hair is not popping, your curls are not there, could be that you have a moisture or protein overload. A lot of people have been talking about this for years now. It is real. If you're someone to where you're constantly trying to put moisture into your hair, you already know that your hair have to be hydrated. Nobody have to tell you to go ahead on and moisturize your hair, moisturize the ends of your hair, your scalp. You already doing it. But too much of it is a bad thing. I always tell people this. A lot of people are like, wow, so should I lay back with all the moisture? No, find a balance with moisturizing your hair, a good balance. Now, if your hair starts to get to the point to where it lacks elasticity, you pull it, it don't have no bounce back, you touch it, it feel overly soft and mushy, it is time to give yourself a balancing protein treatment and moisturizing treatment to your hair. So please be aware that too much moisture on your hair, too much hydration is and can be a bad thing. So be on the lookout. It can really do your curls no justice. The second reason could be that you are not clarifying or detoxing your hair and scalp properly. I recommend at least doing some type of detox every 2 to 3 months, clarifying your hair at least once a month. That's just what I do. That's just what I recommend. And yes, I was on the verge of going to cosmetology school once upon a time in my life, and a lot of people who know me know this, but I'm just letting you know that if you are not clarifying your hair, you're not removing the buildup of all the products that you're placing on your hair and scalp throughout the months, throughout the weeks, even when you have a protective style, and even when you take that protective style out, it is best to clarify your hair with a great clarifying shampoos. There are clarifying shampoos on the market that are sulfate free and some that do have sulfates in them. And there are also products to where if you don't want to clarify your hair and you want to detox your hair, because detoxing and clarifying are 2 different things. If you want to detox your hair and remove mostly everything, you know, all the gunk, all the buildup, all the toxins out of the hair, because that's what detoxing do, removes a lot of the toxins. You know, some clarifying shampoos do the same thing, but it will really strip your hair if you don't want to do detoxing. And normally detoxing is with bentonite clays, rosol clays, you know, those type of real natural elements from the earth. So if you want to use any type of detoxing clay to really get your hair squeaky clean, I recommend that, because that is going to help you get those curls popping and get those and also get the not just the curls popping, but your scalp a brand new slate so it can be able to breathe, because you probably have a lot of sebum overly producing on the scalp. And also get you a scalp massaging shampoo brush so you can be able to cleanse that scalp thoroughly every time you do a shampoo. So I'm letting y'all know, if you have to back away from co-washing, if you're someone who just co-wash, back away from it and give your hair a really nice cleanse so you can get those curls, kinks, and coils in a stable position to be more receptive towards what you're putting onto the hair and scalp. Okay, I hope that one helped. Let's move on to number 3. Only put more product on the places you know on your hair is going to frizz up even more, but don't oversaturate your hair with product, because you're adding actually more buildup, and it's more that you're going to have to clarify and cleanse off of your hair in the days and weeks to come. So less product is more. Only use more product when you need to, okay? And be very, very mindful of the product that you're slathering on your hair and scalp, because it really, really, really has consequences in the end, because you don't want to be up there literally having fallout and flakes just because you're trying to get your curls to do something that they're not doing. And it could be because a number of other reasons that I'm giving you in this video. But yes, less product is better. Now, the fourth reason could be that you're not detangling your hair properly. People always tell me, Lynn, why you using the tangle teaser brush when you're doing the wash and go? Your curls come out fine even when you don't use a tangle teaser. And I tell people all the time, I'm doing this because of the fact that I know that when I use my paddle brush, I did not get out all the shedded hair that I could have got out of. And I know that the tangle teaser teeth are more compact, so I can have a more even distribution of the product, and also more even distribution with the shedded hair coming out of my hair as I'm going back in and applying my product. I can feel my curls better whenever I know my hair has been properly detangled. Do I use more than one styling tool whenever I'm doing a wash and go? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm just letting y'all know that sometimes, you know, even if you have already a clean slate, detoxed hair, you're deep conditioning, you're, you know, applying less product, and then when it comes down to the technique, you're like, okay, I just finger detangle all my hair. You probably have a lot of shed hair. It's still all up in there, and every time you go in there to apply more gel or curling cream, you have all of this hair coming out on your fingers, and you gotta try to hurry up and get it off and get back in there. Find a good detangling technique with a detangling tool that you know is going to thoroughly detangle your hair. Even if you're just using your fingers, because I know a lot of people don't like to use combs and brushes. Get into your hair and detangle your hair thoroughly and with patience, because if you're going in your hair moving all fast, you're doing more harm than good. You're causing fairy knots, you're causing snags, you're causing split ends, and you don't need none of that. And you're causing tangles that you don't need though. So go into your hair, give it a good detangle if you use your fingers. If you're using a brush, start at the bottom, work your way on up. You already know how it is. And make sure that you're detangling your hair when it's wet or damp and not when it's dry. So the next thing could be that your product technique and application is completely off. Now, I cannot sit up here and give you all types of recommendations on different types of applications and techniques to try, because applications and techniques are two different things. You're going to apply a product the way that you choose, and you're going to use a technique that works well for you. So once you find a balance for both of those, you will be on the right road to making sure that you're not over manipulating your hair, and you're also not using too much product, so you don't be running back to the store like a week later to go get more product. You know, like, I'm just telling you what I use and what I do. You know, I know somebody like, girl, no. Listen, application and technique plays a huge role as to how your curls, kinks, and coils are going to turn out once you're finished styling your hair. So the sixth reason could be that you're overusing protein-based products or even glycerin-based products. Now, we can also say that the glycerin-based products can fall into the same range of hydration products. So if you're overdoing either or, you're doing more harm than good to your hair. So I would highly recommend that you pay close attention to the product ingredients that are in the products that you are currently using, and do some research on the products that you think will work really good on your hair based on what your hair is going through right now. So write down a list. So create a list. Write down what your hair needs. Your hair needs moisture. Look for some moisturizing products that have really balancing ingredients. If your hair needs protein, look for some products that don't have too much protein but just enough protein to give your hair what it needs and what it deserves. Okay, so the last and final reason that I really want to give y'all is that you're probably using the wrong product but it has the right ingredients, or it could be the right ingredients but you're using the wrong product. Now, I'm not going to get into different brands. All I'm going to say is that you have to be mindful of the products that you're using, because nowadays a lot of the natural hair products are for all hair types, and you're kind of like, okay, so how am I supposed to use it if I have, you know, type 4 hair and she has, you know, wavy hair? It's kind of like you have to look into the ingredients, because if you're not looking into the ingredients, then you don't really know what your hair is craving and what your hair desires, more so what you want. Because I know a lot of people, they want for this $22 or $18 curling gel to work for them, because, you know, everybody else in their mom is loving it and they feel like their hair gonna like it, when their hair probably enjoys using a $10 or $5 gel that they've been using for months on years, and it works well for them. So I just want you to know that you have to just stick to products and ingredients that you trust, because your hair does not have a brain. You have to think for your hair and think for yourself within the long term. Think about your bank account, think about your coins, because if you're counting somebody else's and what they choose to use on their natural hair, you're never going to get to where you need to get at in your hair journey. So be realistic on the products that you choose to use long term. If you're someone to where you don't want to be switching your products out every 6-7 months, even though, you know, the seasons done changed, you rather use the same thing you was using in the summer that you was using in the winter. Look, that's all on you, that's all on your hair. But at the same time, don't get mad and don't start complaining when your hair is just not reacting the same way that you know it used to, or it's not being more receptive to the curling products or the creams or the butters that you're putting on your hair. There are a lot of factors that play into that, and it also plays a strong role on the products and the brands that you choose to buy and support. So I am signing on out of this piece. If you found this video to be helpful, let a girl know. Drop your questions, comments, or concerns in the comment box below, because I would love to talk to you. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It lets me know what videos you enjoy seeing from my channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead on and do it and hit the notification bell, so when I do drop a video, you will be notified. I'm signing on out of this piece. Happy hair growing and achieving, and I really do hope that you find the culprit of your natural hair goals. If you're going through a tough time with your hair, I hope you really do find out what's really keeping you back. Don't be afraid to cut your hair. Don't be afraid to trim a little bit off, because it's hair. It's always going to grow back. I'm signing on out of this piece now. Have a blessed one. Bye.